I still have like 7 books off of my top 10 to read. So July feels like a bit of a catch up. Good morning, it's Karen, and this is my July TBR. Each TBR I use my jars, and they all have different books in varying levels of interest. So this is my dragon jar. These are the books that I most want to read. My prince jar, the yellow one, are the ones that I second most want to read. And then the last jar, my hero jar, is the ones that I want to read eventually, but they're less priority, let's just say. We're going to do 2 from each. First one. Okay. One of my top 10s to read. I really want to read this one. This is a reread for me. I love reading dark stuff in the summertime. I don't know why. I like reading gothic. I like reading dark academia. There's something in contrast to the weather that helps kind of bring down the heat for me, maybe. This one is kind of crazy. This is about a woman who gets recruited to this Institute of Technology, I think is what it's called. And she gets there, and it is way more intense and a bit more abstract than she thought it would be. This is a book about metaphysical academia. There are moments when you are reading it going, what is happening? And I love it. The first time I read it on ebook, and I just thought the entire time I need to make notes. So this time I bought my own copy. It is a physical copy, and I am going to go bananas with all of my underlining and writing margins and flagging things, because this was one of those books that just sticks with you. Off to a great start. Okay, let's pull another one that's on my top 10, because that would be great. Okay, green. Empire Star. This is not in my top 10. However, this is part of my challenge. So I've actually got it right here. And this time I can show you. This is Samuel R. Delaney, Babel 17, Empire Star. I love this edition. This is so cool. So Empire Star is, I actually have no idea what it's about, but is a shorter story. So this is Babel 17. Read it several years ago. Really enjoyed his concept of how language can define a nation. Empire Star, no idea. So this is going to be really fun going into this one. And it's short, let's see, 92 pages. Delightful. Perfect for the summertime. That's really far down there. Okay. Oops. Prince jar. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Book of Thorns. This is Hester Fox. We have read a Hester Fox earlier this year. You're getting really tired of me saying this. I really liked her first book that I read in September last year, actually. It was gothic. It was fun. It was like, there were like treasure things, and there were secret societies, and like an ancient library and ancient tomes, and it was just so much fun. This one looks to be a little more garden-y, nature-inspired. I think there's 2 sisters. They are fighting Napoleonic Wars. One of them is a medic for the soldiers, and I can't remember about the other one. If you want to find out what this book is about, you can always watch my I don't know what these books are about video that I did, because this was one of them that I looked up. It would be a great audiobook for me to start the month with. Next book is oh, okay. A Plague on Both Your Houses. I actually have it right here. Okay, do we know what it's about? No. I got this at a secondhand store and I saw that it was medieval themed and I was thinking, oh, I'm really into medieval stuff right now. I always have been since high school, but I'm kind of having a bit of a renaissance of the Middle Ages. All right, there is physician Matthew Bartholomew, and he is a teacher of medicine at Michael House, part of the fledgling University of Cambridge. They are in the shadow of the plague, and then somebody dies, and they don't want to investigate it, but Matthew decides he's going to investigate. So it's a medieval mystery. 2 out of here. Purple fantasy. Okay. Oh, this was another one that was out of that that video that I did, Dark Moon Shallow Sea. Picked it because there's a moon on the cover. Big surprise. This sounded so much fun. There is some kind of rebel guy, and he breaks into some kind of sacred temple and thinks he's going to find treasure and finds a guy in the casket instead, but the guy's alive. It sounds so fun. So, okay, that sounds like a perfect summer read. Last book. Scarlett, speaking of fun books, this is The French Revolution with Vampires. I love Genevieve Cogman. Genevieve Cogman. She wrote the Invisible Library series. It was like every single book was kind of different themed. She would throw everything and the kitchen sink into the story. It was so much fun. So I am expecting nothing but enjoyability from this. The only thing I find about her writing, even though it's still fun, I do find it's a bit of a slower read. So I wonder if this one's on audiobook. That would be. I'm going to only do 6 because I want to see if I can read a second one of my top 10 books. I'm not sure what one yet, but I am thinking either Red Mars or at least start Red Mars. It is a bit of a chunker, but this is one that I was very excited for at the beginning of the year, and I'm still looking forward to it. So I want to have started this one at least, or get into Storm. Storm is about humanity and how we interact with weather. This one is a little shorter, but it is denser. This one is bigger, but I think it reads a bit more smoothly. So 1/2 dozen of the other. That is my July TBR. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Karen. I'm the Book Libranaut, and we'll see you again soon. Bye. All right, 5-star predictions. Vita Nostra. That's a no-brainer because it's a reread and it was a 5-star on the first go. I'm going to say, I'm going to throw it in A Book of Thorns by Hester Fox and Empire Star. I have 3 here. I'm going to say Dark Moon Shallow Sea is going to be like a 4.5. I so badly want this to be a 5, just like a fun 5. So there's my 5-star predictions. Come back in August and find out if I got those 5 stars.